Brace yourself for a culinary shock. Vietnam's delicacies push boundaries with dishes like snake meat and pickled wine. Join us as we reveal the bizarre and unique flavors that make Vietnamese cuisine stand out. Expect to be amazed and possibly even horrified by the traditional and medicinal uses of these dishes. Let's dive into the intense and dramatic world of Vietnamese cuisine. In Vietnam, reptiles, particularly snakes, are very abundant and diverse. However, people typically only eat cobras, kraits, scorpions, or other snakes. But have you ever wondered how these snakes are prepared for a meal? The process of preparing snake meat involves a chef using a knife to make a cut in the snake's body and then filtering the tiny, throbbing, and hot heart into a small plate of blood, which is then dropped into a glass of wine. The combination of the fishy smell of blood and the spicy taste of alcohol can be an obstacle for foreigners. Some gentlemen may even go as far as hunting for pregnant snakes, cutting open the abdomen to remove the fetus, and then dipping it in a pot of boiling water to enjoy. Are you ready to take your taste buds on a wild and unique adventure? If so, then the KHO Mu people's dish of rotten meat in the kitchen is for you. This dish is considered the most terrible due to its unorthodox preparation method. The dish is made using pork, buffalo, or beef, and it is left to dry in the sun for 7 to 10 days without any seasoning. The meat is sprinkled with water during the drying process to attract insects and maggots, and the more rotten the meat, the more maggots the dish will have. But don't let the appearance and smell fool you. This dish is a delicacy among the KHO Mu people and those who are brave enough to try it. The intense flavors and textures that come from the rotting meat, paired with the crunch of the maggots, creates a truly one-of-a-kind culinary experience. This dish is not for the faint of heart, but if you're looking for something truly unique and adventurous, then give rotten meat in the kitchen a try. It may just become your new guilty pleasure. For many people, bugs are considered creepy and horrific insects, but for the Thai ethnic people in Son La province, bugs are a raw material for processing many notorious and terrifying dishes. The most famous of which is roasted bugs with lemon leaves. The crunchy, chewy taste of the bugs mixed with the pungent aroma of lemon leaves makes this dish a specialty and popular among the bravest of eaters. The standard stink bug dish is dark in color, sweet and greasy on the tip of the tongue, and crispy and fragrant. For the people here, this dish is a familiar, rustic, and nutritious dish. However, the thought of consuming roasted bugs might give you goosebumps, but if you're brave enough to try it, you'll be in for a truly spine-chilling culinary experience. The crunching sound of the bugs mixed with the pungent aroma of lemon leaves, this dish will be a test of your courage and taste buds. So, if you're feeling adventurous and have a stomach for the unusual, give roasted bugs with lemon leaves a try on your next visit to Son La province. It's a perfect opportunity to step out of your comfort zone and experience something new, terrifying, and delicious. The consumption of dog meat is a controversial topic in many parts of the world, especially among Western tourists who view dogs as emotional animals and consider them as friends. In some countries, dogs are even buried with gravestones when they pass away. So, when Western tourists come to Vietnam and see that dog meat is a popular dish, they may be heartbroken to see that dogs, who are loyal and loving companions in their country, are being treated as nothing more than a source of food. The thought of innocent and loving dogs being raised and killed for the purpose of human consumption is truly tragic. Many animal welfare activists and organizations have spoken out against the consumption of dog meat, citing the inhumane treatment of the dogs, including the brutal methods of killing and the unsanitary and overcrowded conditions in which they are raised. It's important to remember that dogs are not just food. They are sentient beings with their own unique personalities and emotions. Just like any other animal, they deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. It's important to be mindful of cultural differences and to always consider the welfare of animals before trying any type of meat. Grilled rock moss is a dish that is not well known among many people, but it is a rustic specialty found only in the northwest region. Rock moss is a type of moss that clings to the rock ledges in stream beds, and it is considered a delicacy among the locals. It grows seasonally, starting from spring and summer, and the best moss is the one that grows long and gracefully, feels cool and smooth to the touch, and can be gently picked up by a careful scavenger. Rock moss can be processed into many delicious dishes, the simplest of which is fresh moss soup. After shaking off all the sand and grit, it is cut into small pieces, Dropped into chicken broth or stewed bones, seasoned well, and cooked until ripe, it will wake up with an attractive aroma. It can also be grilled and paired with other ingredients to make a unique and tasty dish. It's important to note that moss harvesting is a delicate and ecologically sensitive process, and it should be harvested in a sustainable way that doesn't harm the environment. If you're interested in trying this dish, ensure that it is harvested sustainably and that you're supporting local communities and conservation efforts. Rotten buffalo skin is a typical Thai dish that may not be for everyone's taste. The skin of the buffalo, after filtering, still retains the hair and is wrapped in banana leaves and incubated for about 2 days. In the summer, high temperatures can make buffalo skin rot faster, while in the winter, when the temperature is low, people have to incubate for more days before it can be processed. After a period of incubation, the buffalo skin stinks and is washed, the hair will fall off. After that, people bring the skin to dry and use it to cook soup or bake depending on preference. With the indigenous people, this is a specialty with a characteristic delicious taste. However, for many people in the lowlands, not to mention trying it, just hearing the name of the dish and smelling it, many people will have to think again before intending to enjoy. It's important to remember that everyone has their own taste and cultural background. Some people may find this dish unappetizing, and it is not for everyone. It's always good to try new things and be open to different experiences, but it's also important to respect one's own boundaries and comfort levels. Northwest Pupi specialty dish is a must-try when visiting the northwest region of Vietnam in the last days of August or early September. The local people here have mastered the art of transforming these delicate pupi into delicacies that tantalize the taste buds. Think of crispy fried bee pupi infused with the fragrant aroma of lemon leaves, or the perfect balance of greasy bee pupi and sour bamboo shoots, seasoned with turmeric. Each bite is a symphony of flavors, textures, and aromas that will leave you wanting more. This dish is not always available, so if you have the opportunity to try it, don't miss out. The bee pupi dish is a true test of your culinary courage and a chance to experience something truly unique and delicious. So, if you're feeling adventurous and have a taste for the unusual, give Northwest bee pupi a try. Pickled wine is a traditional Vietnamese dish that uses herbs or animals that are steeped in high alcohol distilled white wine. It is used as a medicine and is very popular in Vietnamese culinary culture. However, for foreign countries, it may seem strange and even scary, as the soaked wines are very diverse, but the main ingredients are from live animals, only preliminary processing and not being cooked. To them, it may seem that Vietnamese people can soak anything in alcohol, from tiger bone, horse to tortoise shell, snake, seahorse, scorpion or viscera such as snake blood, bear bile, monkey brain, etc. The consumption of pickled wine is a traditional practice in Vietnam, but it is not for everyone and it may be illegal in some places. It's best to be aware of that. It's important to understand that cultural practices and beliefs surrounding food can vary greatly, and what may be considered normal or acceptable in one culture may be viewed differently in another. Whether you're a seasoned foodie or a curious traveler, these dishes offer a unique and memorable experience that will stay with you long after your trip is over. Thank you for joining us on this culinary adventure, and we hope you'll have the opportunity to try some of these dishes for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more food and travel content and leave a comment below on what you thought about these dishes.